Symmetry, balance, and harmony produces beauty. When we recognize a face as beautiful, we are actually making a judgment about the health and vitality of that individual. Good health produces natural beauty, and weakness produces natural ugliness. Only when we are beautiful inside can we radiate the beauty outside.
It is beautiful when all the features of your face and body are fully developed. Long and broad nose, fuller cheeks, broader chin, clearer eyes is all what beauty is all about. However, these days, the idea of beauty is getting somewhat skewed. A broader nose is considered to be inferior to a smaller one, and people are getting nose jobs done. Fuller cheeks is considered to be inferior to hollow ones, and people are intentionally dieting and getting hollow cheeks, and with that, even the clearer eyes are beginning to sink. Physiognomy is the art of reading the characteristics of a person's mind from his external features, especially the face. Physiognomy says that our brain and our body are interrelated to each other. The way the brain thinks, the body becomes, and the way the body is, the brain adjusts itself to that.
According to the principles of physiognomy, a face can be divided into three grand divisions. The first division consists of the area around the mouth and below the ears. The second division consists of the area around the nose and eyes. And the third division consists of the forehead and the height of the brain above the ears.
In majority of the cases, the three divisions of the face are not seen to be equal in shape, size, and quality. Either of the three divisions are bigger or smaller in shape and size and quality. And depending upon which division is bigger and which division is smaller, the characteristics of the person can be read. In case all the three divisions of the face appear to be equal in shape, size, and quality and development, that would indicate a very, very balanced individual.
A good first division has a good mouth and chin area. It has fuller lips, longer and broader chin. It has fleshy areas around the mouth and jaw. A good second division has a good nose and clearer and brighter eyes. A good nose is one which is fully developed in length, breadth, and height and has bigger nostrils. A good third division has a good amount of forehead or height of brain above the ears and eyes.
The first division corresponds to the most primitive functions of the body like digestion of food, secretion, excretion, and also reproduction. A well-developed first division would be indicative of strong moral principles, social ethics, etc. A well-developed chin area indicates hospitality and strong domestic qualities. Fuller lips indicates sensuality. The second division of our face is around the central character, nose. In our face, the nose is the most striking proof of intelligence, clarity of mind, imagination, willpower, and decisiveness. Decisiveness can also be shown by the chin. The more developed the chin is, the more decisive and firm would be the person. So in a person, if you find both the features like me, the person would be very, very firm and decisive. Now, we have to know that any area of your face is good when it is more fully developed, more bigger and broader. So a nose which has bigger nostrils is better than a nose with smaller nostrils. A chin which is broader is better than a chin which is narrower. Once again, as I'm talking about the nose, a well-developed nose means the strength of all the organs. The power is coming from the strength and vigor of all the organs. When the nostrils and the length of the nose is bigger, you can inhale more oxygen and send more oxygen to the lungs. And with that, the lungs grows in size. The lungs is able to send more oxygenated blood to the heart. And with that, all the organs begin to grow in size and vigor. So once you have a good digestive system and once you have a good respiratory system, all the organs of your body become stronger. So that is a physical strength. None of the qualities that we have, like morality, ethics, or hospitality, none of these qualities are actually mere sentiments or matters of belief. All these qualities are actually physical strengths. All our qualities, any of the features in our face which is fully developed, is indicative of a physical strength that we have. And from the physical strength, we are having these characteristics of the brain.
The third division is indicative of the coordination between the brain and the nerves. A good amount of brain above the ears and above the eyebrows represents a capacity towards a good amount of mental activity.
People with a good forehead, once again, any feature which is good is bigger and broader and longer in size. So people with a good forehead would be very mentally active people. They would always be thinking of the consequences of their actions before they get into any situation. It is very unlike me. I have a smaller forehead. I always get into action before I think of the consequences. But with the people who have bigger foreheads, it's just the other way around.
Now these three grand divisions can be further divided into 5 subdivisions. The area surrounding the central character mouth, which is the first grand division, is also the first subdivision. Now, I must mention out here that a developed chin area also indicates the quality of consistently putting efforts in a particular direction. The nose can be divided into 2 parts, the lower part and the upper part. When the lower part of the nose is well developed in height, width, and breadth, it indicates creative and inventive powers. Most of the talented artists and writers have a very well developed lower part of the nose. The upper subdivision of the nose indicates willpower and executive abilities. If this portion is high, it shows great willpower and determination in the person. If this area is dipping, it shows indecisiveness. The fourth subdivision would be the projection of the bones just above the eyes. When the bones above the eye socket are well developed, the eyes become deep set. A developed fourth subdivision indicates a good eye and brain coordination. When the coordination is good, the person becomes more observant and quicker with his reflex. Such people can quickly understand other people and quickly make friends. The final subdivision would be the upper part of the forehead. A high and clear upper forehead indicates developed reasoning, logic, and intuition. People with such foreheads are very good with mathematics. Many famous mathematicians have this kind of a forehead.
The 3 most important features which represent intelligence in a person are nose, eyes, and forehead. The 3 represent different aspects of intelligence. The eyes, the brightness of the eyes and the clarity of the eyes represent the quality of the brain and nervous system at a given point of time. Brighter the eyes, better is the quality of the brain. The nose represents the strength of all the organs, how decisive the person is. The forehead represents the amount of mental activity, the coordination between the nerves and the brain, so the amount of mental activity the person can go through.
Now, when we look at any person's face, what we have to first do is identify the most prominent features. Say for example, Albert Einstein has a prominent forehead and nose. Oscar Wilde has a smaller forehead compared to that, but a longer nose. Now, if we see this photo, Julia Roberts has fuller lips and a wider mouth, and with that, such a terrific projection of bones just above the eyes, and also the forehead is high, and not to mention the nose is also broad. Angelina Jolie has a smaller nose, but she also has a wide and high forehead, and once again, fuller lips also. Now, if we come back to Albert Einstein and Oscar Wilde once again, we can see a scientist has to be good in mathematics and reasoning, and of course, it can be seen in Albert Einstein's forehead. Good, clear, and high forehead. However, if we consider Oscar Wilde, a writer has to be better with creativity, and that comes from the longer and broader nose. The nose stands for willpower also, and both these people have a pretty good nose, but Oscar Wilde has a longer one, and Einstein has a higher forehead comparatively.
Why do some people look more sensual as compared to others? Why do some people look more honest and more moral as compared to others? If we happen to investigate upon their lifestyle, upon their day-to-day conduct, we would find that their lifestyle often corresponds to the way they look. All is symbolic in nature. Nothing is a mere coincidence. Everything has a deeper inner meaning. And the best part is, we can change anything which we totally do not like. We can change our features just by changing the way we think. Once again, the brain and the body is interrelated. The way the brain thinks, the body becomes. And the way the body is, the brain adjusts itself to that.